Good morning. It's my pleasure to see you all here. So what we're discussing today is integrated Islamic education and chance of modernity. First, let me define integrated Islamic education as the attempt to initiate a total change in persons' beliefs, actions, potential, faculties, expressions, aspirations, energies, and everything related to the person on the basis of Quran and Sunnah. In other words, the balanced development of whole personality on the human being as vicegerent of Allah on earth. So my argument is, the integrated Islamic education is the best possible solution for the crisis and undesirable notions that modernity has brought into education. There are various problematic features that accompany the mode of education promoted by modernity. I will describe some. Paulo Freire, the Brazilian philosopher, the author of the Pedagogy of the Oppressed, describes the traditional schooling in modernist capitalism as a controlling process driven by banking model of education. Schools use the bank method to initiate or to domesticate or treat them as a passive receptacles waiting for knowledge to be deposited by the teacher. They are taught in this pedagogical format where the teacher communicates with students in one-way monologues. This approach leads the students to feel their thoughts and ideas are not important enough to warrant a two-way dialogue with teacher. Through this, the integrated education, what the problem is that the schools become breeding ground of capitalist ideology that seeks to consolidate the hegemony of some bourgeois elite over some oppressed groups. Another serious problem that is associated with the modernity is dualism and reductionism. Modernity reduces man to a matter without spirit. That's why modern education focuses only on the physical dimension of human being without giving due attention to the spiritual dimension. It is this mode of education that created atom bombs, weapon of massive distractions, an idea of great white supremacy, etc. Furthermore, this mode of education that develops what German philosopher Jürgen Habermas calls it the instrumental rationality, namely the tendency to see everything just as a means to achieve a certain and regardless of the possible negative consequences. Also, the naturalistic method of education that propagated by modern philosophers like Rousseau, the French philosopher, is also very problematic since it ignores the importance of proper management of students by teacher, or tarbiyah. In short, the crisis brought about by this mode of education includes the consumerism, the instrumentality, war, environmental degradation, and above all too spiritual crisis. It is integrated education based on Islamic principles that has potential to provide panacea to all these crises. Let me explain the importance of integrated education. The idea of true education, according to Gandhi, is an overall drawing out of the best of child, a man, a body, and mind and spirit. In the integrated education that unifies a different knowledge in life, according to Sri Aurobindo, the Indian philosopher, education to become lit must have 5 principal aspects related to the 5 principal activities of human beings: the physical, the mental, the vital, the psychic, and the spiritual. Now the Islamic integrated education seeks to realize the congruity between the development by person and the ummah, and improves the relation between human and God, and relation between the different components in oneself towards creating an equilibrium in mind, spirit, and body. The final result is to eventually produce individuals, those who are not only academically excellent but also those who are honorable and responsible, and to be able to contribute well to the society. The integrated Islamic education is deemed wise, despite some great challenges that cannot be underestimated, because it doesn't merely teach the theology derived from Quran, prophetic tradition, as well as Islamic religious jurisprudence, but also includes every aspect of life and universe. This highly requires the sophisticated educational system. Finally, I would like to invite your attention to the 2 declarations regarding knowledge. The first one is Al-Ilmu Hayatul Islam, knowledge is life of Islam, by Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And the second one is Knowledge is Power, by Francis Bacon, the English philosopher. These pronouncements that bring to light the essence of Islamic and Western approach to the education respectively. For Islam, the education, the knowledge is life of Islam by Muhammad, or by Prophet Muhammad, that it is something should control the every aspect of person, because that's life. Before West, it's only power, something like a physical weapon to ensure control over others. It's as earlier what led to horrible world wars. Thank you.
Hello. Can you explain the major interventions in the field of Islamic education in the modernity? Many major.
By integrating education, yeah, absolutely. There are various examples.
I am asking major interventions in the field of this integration of Islam in the education.
Yeah, exactly. There are many various examples for the interventions that created in the or invented in the modern education. Universal integration Islamic education was not only implemented in this recent or present time, but it was really implemented in the ancient earlier period. Just like the golden age of the Islam is the best exemplary model or example for this question. And also Imam Ghazali, he's also studied every aspect of the field of the science and every aspect of the theology, and really studying profoundly in that aspect by also really debating over the others. And the matter inventions is the best example, the golden age in astronomy, the aeroplane by the aeroplanes, and even the clock tower, and even everything what we see today, even the invention of the paper that was really discovering in the time of the Abbasid Caliphate. One Chinese inventor, but it was really named on the Islamic intervention. That's all. Thank you. Thank you for listening to me here.